Evening all. I could quite happily listen to that all night long, so... But, there is stream fun to be had, so, good to see you all this evening, so thanks for joining us. I say us as in me, but, you know. But you know what I mean, so... Great to see you, Pixels at Dawn. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, Ian. You've done your luck before Kev turns up this time. Absolutely. You know the score there, error 42. So I hope you're well. Hey, Walking the Cow. Hope you're doing well. So thanks for the retweet earlier. That's very kind of you. So yeah, awesome to see you guys here. So yeah, I was meant to be doing some pixel art tonight, but the PCEngine has been really sort of calling to me all day because, you know, why wouldn't it, to be honest with you? And, you know, I just thought, I can do the pixel art on Thursday, so I'll be doing the pixel art on Thursday. So yeah, so that's why we're doing some more PCEngine tonight, really, to be quite honest. So I hope all the levels are good, guys. Do let me know before we crack on. I thought we'd have a look at some different games which I've been aware of on the PCEngine for a little while that I've long wanted to play, plus a few others that I didn't get a chance to go through last night. And yeah, and maybe we'll overlap a bit with last night. Maybe we'll have a bit of Parasol Stars, because why not, hey? So I just hope you guys have had a really good Monday. I hope you've had a good day. And yeah, so I just thought let's crack on. Which I've since found out is something that's in this year's Love Island, or maybe Crack On is something that's in every year's Love Island, and that makes me slightly worried that I say crack on, to be honest with you, because obviously I don't mean it in the modern context, I just mean it in the let's get going kind of context, really, to be honest with you. So there's no me trying to keep up with the kids kind of thing, So yeah, I hope all is good. We started off the stream with some Henry Sayers, an amazing Spanish DJ and producer who I've been following now for about 10 years, maybe a bit longer. And so that's The Light, in case you're wondering what that was. It's just one of my most favourite tracks of all time. It's the Bruna 2017 mix, which came out on Natura Sonoris, and it's just awesome. So I just thought, well, it's worth a ban off of Twitter for playing that. But yeah, so that's what that was. So I was rocking out the car when I drove over to Tim, that's Sansian, when I went to pick up the PCEngine this weekend. So I just thought it's one of my favourite tracks of all time. It was playing in the car when the sun was streaming in, the wind was in my hair, what I have of it. I have quite short hair, no bald patch obviously, and of course I don't have a bald patch. Why would I have a bald patch? Just a parting. And yeah, so basically at the end of the day, that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to do some PCEngine, and I just thought we would start off with some I've been looking into a few games that I thought would be quite good, and I thought it would be good to just crack on with something a bit different, you know, some of the things that you don't hear very often on the PCEngine, and games that I'll be honest with you, this is the very first time I'm going to be playing them, so my gameplay will be, if anything, worse than usual. Last night I was really quite disappointed in myself. I'm usually quite a good games player, but last night I was crap. I think I was too excited. Not that I'm excited tonight at all, as you can tell in the tone of my voice. So basically we're going to start with some Momotaro Katsugeki, and it's basically Peach Boy, I think it's not exactly the right translation of it, but basically Momotaro is Peach Boy. So yeah, it's a Hudson Soft game, and we all know that they were one half of the PCEngine Wonder Team. So yeah, so without further ado, let's crack on. So not in a Love Island sense. Yeah, and as Pixel Dawn says, as we all know, all the youngsters these days are playing the 80s and 90s consoles. You know, this is now cool, so it's de rigueur. So yeah, let's just make sure the Mac is not going to play up. So let's just switch over to here. Okay, we should have PCEngine full screen, so do let me know if everything's all good. Okay, I'm just going to swap my audio over because I now know that everything's all working good. I've just been aware that the past, not last night, that actually went quite well, but the past few nights audio has been terrible, hasn't it? So, because I kept on messing up, so absolutely, as Error40 says, we'll have no excitement here. This is a serious channel for serious people, so absolutely, you know, we can't have that. So let's just see what unfolds. Let's just go with the default option, I think. So, as you might be able to, there's a bit of hiragana that I recognise there, but I wouldn't know what the words mean. But I just love the pixel art. So, one day I am going to learn Japanese. It might take me the next 20 years, but I'm quite happy with that. So, I'm already a very small way there by having learnt a little bit of hiragana, although it's quite clear after last night I do actually need to do a bit more study time on that. So, okay, the story unfolds. I'm sure it's the usual sort of thing, you know. Bad stuff happens, you must go and sort bad stuff out and rescue somebody who couldn't help bad stuff happening to them. Good. Yep. I guess maybe I chose the story mode. Okay. Don't know what any of that means, so let's go with the default. Okay. Yep. Alright. Okay. This is what all the PCEngine's about, isn't it? Indecipherable stuff. Okay, so this is not going well. Keep on. So I think basically I've got to let's just keep on landing on these little doozy things, don't I? I've probably chose the option which is like the practice session, haven't I? Okay, and then more stuff happens. It looks like I've earned 100 something, so just replace English with Japanese in your memory banks. Exactly. Like so. Sounds good. Okay. Fair dues. Right, now we seem to have got to the overworld. That sounds good. Thank you very much. Right, okay. Right, now this is what I've been seeing on YouTube more. Yeah. So not only is this obviously the traditional Japanese reading order of top to bottom kind of thing, but yeah, it's there you go. So unfortunately, I would need to know what the words mean as well. So, but this bit I can understand. Earn some coin, but basically this is that cute. That cute PCEngine sort of style or aesthetic that I've been so looking forward to sort of getting stuck into. And maybe this will be the way that I have a bit of fun learning Japanese. Learning what's happening in all the games that I'll be playing. So, hope the audio's good, guys. So, I think he's telling you not to tread on his ice cream. I think you're right, actually, Pixels. Yeah. By hook or crook, he was telling me something. Love the extra. Oh, love the extra money. Don't seem to have a run in this game, so. Oh, and that was me gone naked. The best kind of you've lost your life screen, so. Going starkers. But yeah, I mean it's the pixel art that drew me into sort of thinking, well, yeah, I've got to play this, because you know who wouldn't like something that looks like this? That's what I want to know. So, oh, is that bento box? I don't know, but I'll have your lunch nonetheless. So, as long as you're not keeping an eye on what my actions are. Let's get rid of these guys again. Yay! Well, that was the guy who got me last time. I should be more careful with him. I'm sure obviously there's lots of people who think, well, this is very childish, isn't it? But I'm a big kid really, so... Well, given half a chance I am. I guess that will... No. Maybe he's given me advice about what to do, so... But I'll just keep on going for the adversaries. Oh, he's not jumping up here, that's good. And get you as well. So we seem to have a sword, or densetsu, I think is sword, isn't it, in Japanese? Oh man, I'm stalkers again. You don't know anything about the system, walking a car, amazing high school girl. Okay, so let me give you my probably slightly potted history of PCEngine, which is, you could probably do better than what I could tell you, but basically the story goes that Hudson Soft, who I suppose are most well known probably for the Bomberman games, but they also did many other very famous games like Bonk and so forth, which of course obviously the PCEngine was the primary platform for, but it did actually come out for the... Oh, I've gone naked again. I think I'm dead. Oh. Right. Liking the colours of this game, so... Right. So basically, Hudson Soft were looking for somebody who would partner with them with some rather cool technology that they had created for, you know, basically hardware, shall we say. And I believe that they approached Nintendo with this cool hardware that they created, but Nintendo turned them down. So at the same time, NEC were looking to get into the video games business, and basically it turned out that Hudson Soft must have approached NEC at some point, and basically the two sort of joined forces and worked together to create the PCEngine. And as I mentioned last night, this is real hardware. This is not emulated hardware. This is a real PCEngine, albeit with the Terra Onion SD System 3. So the PCEngine, I believe, came out in late 1987. So the same year as the Sharp X68000, same year as the Amiga 500 and 2000. So about a year before the Sega Mega Drive. Inside of it is a Hudson Soft 8-bit CPU, so it's an 8-bit system CPU-wise. But inside of it are a pair of 16-bit graphics controllers, or cards, or whatever you want to call them, GPUs. Oh, this looks like the boss guy. Oh, okay. Some well-timed jumps needed there. And so basically, it's not strictly a 16-bit system, but it's not strictly an 8-bit system either. Let's call it the Atari Jaguar of its type, so, because obviously that was a pair of 32-bit co-processors with the Motorola 68000. In some respects, a bit like the Saturn, actually, thinking about it, because obviously that had were they SH2 processors in a Hitachi SH2s? Or either that or SH1s, I can't remember, but basically a bit like the Saturn, that had a 68000 as well as like an audio controller, I believe, in the Saturn. Oh, I think he's got me stalkers again. Anyway, so regardless of technicalities, it was a system that basically was extremely popular in Japan. It was released in 1989 in the US or North American market as the TurboGrafx 16, where essentially it was still a PCEngine but in like massive black box clothes. Bit too huge really, if you ask me. I suppose bigger is better as the mantra. And so basically that was up till 1989. Then I think about a similar time. Oh, I can ride on him. That's interesting. So can I go behind you? Okay. Okay, this might work out well. Or not. Oh, I'm deaded as well. So basically, TurboGrafx comes out in North America. It was planned for release in Europe. I suppose going with the fact that France is a massive consumer of Japanese culture. Yeah. I'm going to learn to read that one now. So it was planned for release in the States, but unfortunately it just really didn't hit the mark. It was released at pretty much the same time as the Mega Drive, or the Genesis as it was called in North America, came out, and so I think a lot of Sega's marketing focused on the fact that it had an 8-bit CPU and that it wasn't truly 16-bit, and so sadly it didn't fare so well, and so NEC's plans on bringing it out in Europe were severely scuppered, but it was distributed widely in France, and a few select PAL models of the TurboGrafx, or I think they actually just called it the TurboGrafx in Europe, with that 16 on it, was released into the UK and a few other sort of European countries, like Italy and I think maybe Spain, so it never really got an official release, like obviously I'm in the UK, so it was never officially released over here, but you would read at the back of magazines like Super Play and similar sort of magazines that you could order an imported PCEngine. I think around about, I don't know exactly the year, but maybe 88, 89. NEC released the Core graphics, which is essentially exactly the same console, but with composite out instead of just RF out. And then basically there was many other systems after that: Turbo Duos, Super Graphics, CD-ROM 2 systems, all sorts of different systems. There's just so many different variations of the PCEngine and TurboGrafx, really. And excuse me. Hey DB, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Let's just... Oh, I've got options up here that I don't know what they mean. I want to go back. There we go. I just want to pause, basically. Seem to have some stats there. Okay, there's no time limit, so I'm not going to bother pausing. So DB, good to see you. Truly bizarre, at least a coincidence. I just finished watching this very video on a guy's channel. I turned over to you to see apparently here. What? You was watching? Oh, I'm trying to think who I've seen this. I remember watching a video. I'm trying to remember the guy's name. Is it the guy who usually does the gaming comparisons? I seem to think it was. Is it RetroGaming? I remember watching this about, I don't know, a couple of months ago and thinking, oh, this looks like a cool game. So I noted down in my notebook of games to play when I finally get my PCEngine. And I think that's the same guy, isn't it? If it is, that really is truly a coincidence. So, or is YouTube spying on you? Well, you never know with Google, do you? I'm sure if it was RetroGaming that we're thinking of, I'm sure he did a much better job of playing it than I am, which is terribly. Yeah, I'd imagine that's yen, so, or N as it would be pronounced, I believe, in Japan. So either way, it's all good. So as I say, I think I can like that as I can't remember that character. Is that Sue with the horizontal line going down? I think that's Sue. Toe or yeah, Unasato, something like that. And then that one's maybe who something. I want to say Wa, but I don't think it is. Maybe it is Wa. So G. Oh, I don't remember the one with the squiggly line with the line going down it. Uji. something. We could be here all night if I'm trying to read hiragana on the screen. Particularly if it's in pixel art. I was better at it a few months ago, but I've let it lapse whilst I've been concentrating on trying to really improve my French. I decided, because I did Japanese lessons the past year, but I realised partway through that really I'm much better off concentrating on a language that I've spent the past 3 or so years learning than it is spreading myself too thin. So I kind of dropped the Japanese for the time being, but I will be going back to it. But at the time, maybe about 2 or 3 months ago, I'd pretty much, well, as far as I could tell, learnt hiragana and could, you know, read it just about and could write it. But it looks like I've gone quite backwards actually in those past few months, so which is a shame, but I think it's more important that I spend time mastering it. Anyway, so back to the PCEngine story. It lived on for quite a while into the early 90s. I think it was discontinued about the time that the PlayStation 1 was released, late 94. But NEC released... Oh, that's me deaded. I'm not cheating. Can't you tell by this rubbish gameplay? I mean, who would cheat and play this bad? Hope you're doing, Ralph. Doing well, Ralph. So... Instead of going to your stream, it continued to play the last video on your channel. I thought you were... Oh, how strange. Oh, reading the chat again. I've really got to learn that that guy can't be stopped by me jumping on that platform. So, but no, this is definitely streamed. This is not a video. I mean, after all, if this was a video, I would actually be playing quite well because I'd edit out all the bits where I'm doing really badly on the first level of a game. What I will say is that... I'm rubbish at this, but secondly, I quite enjoyed it though. The jump mechanic is a little bit stiff, so hey Sabretooth Barnacle, how you doing? Hey Pixel Peeps indeed. So issue your end is just a bit weird, isn't it? So. But yeah, I assume you're referring to RetroGaming's video because I've watched quite a lot of PCEngine videos over the years, like the Happy Console Gamer and all the rest of it. And I've been aware of the PCEngine for a long time, which is why I was like, could do pixel art tonight, could play PCEngine, and play PCEngine. so I just thought we would look at some of the, well, it may not be that obscure really, I don't know, but games that I've wanted to play for a while. And here we are, so must learn not to jump on those guys. I've been playing too much Mario lately, obviously. Get the Happy Toadstool. But I love the style of this game. So this came out apparently in 1990. I can't get you. Stop jumping up there. That's a complaint to myself, not the game. And I don't want your false teeth. Google Lens Translate is very cool and type text. Can't wait to try next time you're yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it? It's just impossible to... It's impossible to follow the chat and play games and use my phone at the same time. I mean, obviously I'm trying to play well, but obviously I'm not, so... But yeah, how could you not love a game that looks like this? And oh, really, guys, I need to not look at the chat. I'm gonna not look at the chat. Stop jumping up there, Vix. You keep on doing it every time, man. Oh, jumped just a little bit too late there. I'm gonna learn these mechanics. Pay attention to the game, not the stream. That's the trick, isn't it? Supposedly. Oh, okay. Thank you. I need to employ a PA to manage a chat for you. Well, you know, if only somebody would offer to do that, eh? Hey Phil, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. I was planning on doing Pixel Art tonight, as you might be aware, guys, but yeah, the PCEngine called out to me, and here we are. So, well, I only got it on Saturday, so I'm like a kid at Christmas. So, I basically want to play all the PCEngine now. So, and I reckon that I might be done in about 15 years. And I might be able to actually play it by then. Hope you're doing well anyway, Phil. So, but yeah, it's tricky playing games and looking at your mobile phone for the chat and all that stuff. So, I'm not trying to make out that I'm the best games player you're ever going to see in your life, but genuinely, I'm honestly usually a lot better than what you see on these streams. I think it's just all about that concentration, isn't it? Concentration. Concentrate is within your reach. There you go. Come to me. That's it. See, now this is better. Rather than me looking down at the phone all the time, actually paying attention to what's going on the screen rather than last minute. Oh man, you shoot fast though. Don't like the guys with the false teeth, so I like how they look, but I just don't like the guys with the false teeth. I feel like I've already done this bit. Right, let's get the robot guy. I like the music in this game, I have to say. Okay. Oh. I've obviously got some other weapon at the top right there, and I'm wondering what it is. I really do need to done it again with that guy. Man. Yeah, I really do need to probably get up a bit more in this game, so I just like the way it looked. I thought that looks like fun, so, and it is fun, so yep, okay, right, okay, let's bring it on, mate. Ah! No, not dead again. Oh, man. Oh, I'm never going to learn my lesson, am I? Yeah, and your false teeth, too. Thank you very much. I was hoping to get at least to the second level in this game, so right, let's see if we can get the mushroom. You're going to jump up there, are you? Haha. Adios. I love the little jump sprite in this. It's so cute. And they come back straight away. Nice. Let's just... Oh, there's a duck mechanic, which I've not used at all yet. I'm just trying to see if there's any... Don't seem to be able to select that option, whatever it is. Don't know what any of that means, so... I'm just wondering whether I had another weapon that I didn't know about, so... Clearly not. Ah! You got me again. Hey Botbit, how are you doing? Well, so... Does the PCEngine and PCEngine stand for anything, Phil? Do you know what? I don't know that it does. Maybe it goes back to sort of like... Was it Fujitsu who had that? Or was it NEC, like the things like the PC 89, 98 or something?
How can I help?
You can't at all, Siri. Go away.
Sorry, I don't really know.
Me neither. Go away, Siri. See, this is why I don't do voice-activated crap. It's rubbish, isn't it? See, I don't know how I triggered Siri there, but it thought I said, hey, Siri, obviously. You're not sure you understand, so just go away. I mean, how do I get rid of you? Need to disable that. I was saying the same thing to Tim at the weekend, that Siri sometimes triggers in my streams, and obviously it just gets the impression that I said the magic word, shall we say, so. But it might stand for personal computer, maybe, but I'm not aware that it does. Alright, we'll see if we can do a bit better this time. I seem to have, like, oh, maybe that's my energy up there. In the top left, that is, so. But I don't know what the orange thing is in the top right. Whether that's like a bomb or something like that I've got, so. Yeah, so that in the top left is definitely energy, because I just lost a block of it there. I love the little hill graphics as well. They're really cute, so nicely divered and that, so. So your schedule for this week is, tonight is obviously PCEngine, and then tomorrow night is Chrono Trigger Tuesday. We missed last week's one due to me having other social commitments, and then basically Wednesday I won't be streaming because everybody has to have a day off. And then Thursday night is going to be Pixel stream night, so that's going to be the last you're going to see of me for over a week, so, because I'm then on the road again, so. Okay, right, boss guy time. Okay. Oh, that's interesting, Pixels. Thanks for filling in the details there. So, apparently it stands for PC because it's considered a computer in Japan. Well, that's fair enough. I mean, they use Terabi for television in Japan, don't they? So, which sounds exactly like television. And I think also panerai in Japanese is bakery, which is obviously from the French for bread, isn't it? So, pain, as opposed to boulangerie. But you can see where they got it from. Okay. Ah! Yeah, I'm angry too, mate. Come on, pull it together. It seems as if... There you go. Get in there. Yay! Hooray! I got the robot! Oh. Right, I get the feeling I need to jump on that cloud somehow. Yay! I'm thinking that maybe the bento boxes are halfway points. What game is this? This is Momotaro Katsugeki. Basically Peach Boy, I think is the rough translation. Obviously on the PCEngine again tonight. So, oh wow, you can actually ride on all of the enemies. That is a pretty cool mechanic, like that. Yeah, I'm liking it so far. It's very cute. And that suits me down to a T, because I like cute things, so particularly squirrels. Not so much in the old squirrel front tonight, but this definitely works for me. I'm guessing it might be a shop. Yeah. You're speaking too fast for me. Lots of katakana in there as ji, u, wa, chi, ki. Oh, anyway, you don't need to listen to me badly playing. That'll do. Yep. Well, I'm glad we did that. So I seriously, every time I start reading sort of, or, well, not reading, but badly trying to practice my hiragana, I think, why did I give up on learning Japanese? Oh, that's cool. So I can jump down like so. That's nice. Don't like that much. So yeah, Katsugari is the name of the game in this. Do I start at the beginning again? Oh, okay. So that was obviously just part of the stage. Let's see if we can just improve on our skills a little bit. So, but yeah, every time I start seeing katakana and hiragana and all that, I just think to myself, right, seriously need to study my Japanese more. So, but then I remember that I'm not that clever sometimes, and I should just focus on learning one language at a time. So that's why I've gone back to. Oh, okay, so you can't shoot whilst crouching. I should go back to just concentrating on the French. So. Hey, je crois c'est une bonne idée. But yeah, so I'm really looking forward. Actually, I'm going to have the fusion of both things because a week Saturday I'm off to Paris for the Japan Expo, which I can't wait for. It's something I've always wanted to do. It's a bucket list thing. Obviously, I've been to Paris lots of times, but to go to Japan Expo has been something that's been on my bucket list for so long, and you know, it's always coincided with my birthday, which is next Tuesday, and with my work and that, it's just not been possible for me to do both. So, right, let's see if we can get you again. Okay, I think I've got the measure of this guy just about now. Oh man, I was on the top of you. Superstar children video. That looks like this fun shmup with music. Oh well, let's see if we've got it on here. I've done it again. Let's see if we'll play this to the next death, as it were, which is going to be very soon. Okay, the death after this one, because clearly that's going to be very soon. I forget you can jump down that hole. Oh dear. Let me turn a light on, folks. So yeah, basically, as you can tell, I'm in somewhat of a really good mood about the fact that I'm going off to Paris, because I love Paris, I love France. That I'm going to Japan Expo and I'm playing on a PCEngine. It's like, you know, is that 3 things? Paris, France, PCEngine, Japan Expo is 4 things, isn't it? So I can't say it's a trifecta of awesomeness, but yeah, it works for me. So, oh, too slow. Ah, man. You studied 3 years of French. That's a good bit though, so you didn't keep it up. Well, there's always time. And Phil, you're right, visiting Japan is definitely hard. It's my dream, and I've probably mentioned this a few times on various streams. And this is why I took up Japanese last year, was because my day job is doing websites, and as long as I get to do visual stuff with websites, I'm quite happy, really, because I'm a kind of visual girl. I like pretty things, you know, I like things that look cool, look stylish. That's just me. It's the artistic side of me, I guess. I'm not really a natural born developer. It's something that I've learned over time, I guess. Anyway, so my dream is to learn just enough Japanese to go over there and teach English as a foreign language. And I would love to live over there for about 3 years or so, and obviously teach English as a foreign language somewhere quite rural. Could be sort of, you know, in the far north in Hokkaido or wherever. And then pretty much outside of work, just cycle around and paint Japan basically, and draw Japan, and just, I don't know, just be sort of like a bum teacher really, I guess. That's my dream. I think I'm definitely doing better now, aren't I, so? Don't know whether I'm getting him or not. Yeah, I got him that time, definitely, so. Oh! You've really got to hold down the first button, so. Ah! Some tricks or some habits die hard, as they say. Ah, guy's false teeth. Seriously. Get some Sterident and they'll stay in. Or whatever it's called. Is it Sterident for dentures? Ah, oh, I was on him. You did French first 3 years at school walking a cow. I got by when I went to Paris, I used to know. You'd be surprised. Do you know what I find the hardest thing about French? It's actually listening to native speakers. It's the listening that I find the hardest part. Because obviously when you're in your own country, you're quite often being taught by somebody who has ameliorated their pronunciation to not exactly English modus pronunciation, but it ameliorates the strength of the accent, and that's the bit that I find the hardest. But to be fair, when I go to France, it's not like that I end up mangling my the words. It's more the fact that my somewhat English accent still gets in the way. Yeah, gotcha. So, mais si possible, si vous essayez un peu. It is definitely possible for you to pick up the French again, so. And, the thing that I always say about French to English is the fact that about 25% of English words actually come from French. So, gives us a fighting chance, doesn't it? The hardest thing I found with French to master was the word order, so. It's not the red car, it's la voiture rouge. We're going to bother the shop guy again, so, because I fancy getting bitten by his dentures. C'est la vie, c'est la vie. Right, I'm just going to take a little comfort break, guys, and I think I'm going to try and check out what pixels are supposed, because I haven't tried it, and I think that'd be cool. And as Phil says, I think when I go to Japan Expo in a week and a bit, I'm going to try and do a few interviews, which could be interesting. If I do make a video out of it, then I'll obviously subtitle it, but it's possible to obviously speak English, but from my own perspective, it'd be good to actually try and interview in French, because obviously I want to improve my skills. So, you know, obviously any chance that we get to speak another language is always good. So, but I shall try and bring up the Amiga into conversation. So yes, bear with me, guys. I shall be back very shortly. Oh, thank you, Hutsuko. Do correct me if I'm pronouncing your handle wrong. So continue. Interesting. Thank you. Yeah, Pixels. It's the trick with foreign languages is learning not to. It's kind of like thinking in another language, isn't it? It's not thinking about how you literally translate something in your own language. It's getting the confidence to be able to say what you want in another language without, you know, almost it becoming second nature, I guess. So your entire English and French vocabulary disappeared the first time you tried talking to a French person. That's I have the funniest of stories. Let's save. Yay! Thank you, Hutsuko. Or I hope I'm pronouncing your handle correctly. Do correct me if I'm wrong. Good to see new names in the chat. So we've saved apparently. Oh, hang on. It seems to have booted straight into the last game. I think I've accidentally set that option back on again with the Terra Onion thing. Oh, rats, that's annoying. It means I've got to plug it into the Mac to delete that file if that's the case. Yeah, I have. Okay, let's go full screen whilst I just sort that out. So, whilst that's happening, I can tell you about the funny story about when I went to Italy for the first time about 8 years ago. I had made some efforts to learn some Italian, o parlo inglese, sort of thing. So basically I spent some time learning, you know, very, very scant Italian, shall we say. And that's the card. There it is. And then basically, as soon as I arrived in, where did I think I flew to Pisa, even though I wasn't starting there. And I got to the airport, and my connecting train was not for quite some time, so I decided to get myself a cappuccino or something like that at the airport, just while away the time. Also gave me a chance just to look at the map and all the rest of it. And I seem to think that I had in my head, like, yes, I'm going to practice some of this Italian that I've been learning. So really what I wanted to say is something like buongiorno, vorrei un cappuccino per favore kind of thing. And I ended up saying something that was like, je voudrais un cappuccino per favore, basically mangling Italian and French all into one sentence, and the response was just like, you English, cappuccino, yes? And I was just like, that was just an epic fail. I mean, at least I wasn't shouting about, like, yeah, I want this kind of thing and being some pig ignorant, you know, so-and-so. But even so, I was mortified, so... Right, anyway. Gambare, Vicky-san. The graphics on this system are so sweet, aren't they, Phil? They really genuinely are, so... Right, okay, so... I'm hoping the picture is still good, so let's go full screen again. Right, so I'm going to look up this game, see if I've got it on here. Pixels. Hopefully I do. Yeah, when you went to road, picked up Scoozy. That's quite an easy one, isn't it? It sounds exactly like excuse me. That would be one of the words that came from Latin in English, I guess, so. Of course, then you eventually pick up prego and echo and all those kinds of words that are quite useful. So, and di nulla. That's quite a useful one, isn't it? So, or de rien, if you're in France, obviously, or ce n'est pas grave. Anyway, so I'm gonna guess it's a Hue card, and if it's called Superstar Soldier, it might be a Japanese one. So let's have a look. I don't recall that name being a TurboGrafx, you know, US release one or North American one. Oh, hang on, Street Fighter. Oh, I've got Splatterhouse on here as well. Super Mario Brothers. How does that work on the PC Engine? What am I looking for again? Super Star Soldier, is it? Yeah. Oh, there it is. Okay. You went to a waterfall in Ireland once and it was €10 entry. I gave him £10 without even thinking, so I've been there for a few days at a time. Well, it happens. The weirdest thing is when you obviously go over to obviously Ireland, and then you're sort of straddling the border. Obviously, you know, like if you're say you're staying in sort of like County Sligo or somewhere like that, and then you hop across the border into Fermanagh, and that one always threw me because obviously there is no border there, and you know, and you go from using euros to pounds, and yeah. Okay. This isn't Blazing Lasers. Is this a follow-up to Blazing Lasers by any chance? Because this feels very Blazing Lasers-like, which we was playing last night. I have a feeling that this might be a sequel to Blazing Lasers. I might be wrong, but it's certainly... Ooh, I'm playing crap as well. It definitely makes me think of Blazing Lasers. Oh, it's moving very quick, isn't it? Yeah, this looks like maybe a follow-up to Blazing Lasers. I'm aware that that game has a couple of sequels, so... Oh, come back here. Ooh, nice power-up. Even better power-up. Well, it looks more impressive. It might be absolute pants, but... Oh, got 2 extra ships. That's cool. I don't know that I deserve them, to be honest with you. Because I don't know, it just felt like I was playing like rubbish at the very start there, but I seem to have got a bit of a hang on. I suppose I've... Ooh, screen clear. Nice. Yeah, this must be sort of like a follow-up of sorts to obviously lost some of his power-ups of that. Yeah, I don't seem to have any screen clear bombs at the moment, so... Ah, man. That was coming a long time off, wasn't it? Let's be honest. Ooh. We got to the boss already. Looks like... Oh, man. It's all gone a bit R-type. Can I hold the controller up for a second? Yeah, absolutely. There's the controller. So this is the very original one. It's not got the little turbo buttons up here. Let me just go full screen a moment, guys, just so I can show Walking the Cow. Yeah, so there it is. It's the original controller. It's a bit grubby. I'm going to clean up the PC Engine, and this is the bad girl. I can't even lift it up properly because of the cables, but there it is. There's the PC Engine. It's obviously got the Super SD system free on the back there. I do have one Hue card game, R-Type. Let's get it right up. Which is a really good version on here, so... The concentration miles per hour to kilometers per hour is fun. Exactly, yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? I had hired a car from where is it? I flew in at Shannon, of all places, because that was the best place for me to get the flight times that I needed. And I drove up into County... Well, I was already in County Clare, obviously. And up into Roscommon and... I'm trying to remember all the names of the counties now, but basically, eventually, I was staying just outside of Sligo on the road to Enniskillen, and I obviously had to go over into Northern Ireland, and yeah, it threw me to say the least, Phil. So, I mean, I was fully aware of it, obviously, you know, sort of like the fact that, but when you're driving a car that's only got a speedometer in kilometres per hour, and obviously in the UK we don't use kilometres per hour, you know, it's it's a bit of a culture shock in a way. I mean, I can understand when you go to sort of like, you know, France or Italy and all the rest of it, you're sort of like getting prepared for that conversion, shall we say, but. You know, it's when you're sort of, because there's border infrastructure obviously in mainland Europe either, but, you know, when you go from sort of one currency to another with no flight and that to differentiate between any of it, it throws the mind a bit, I found, so, but it was all good, so I was quite glad when I got into Northern Ireland because I thought, well, at least I know how fast I'm going now. And the answer was too fast. So, yeah, enough said basically. But there was one particular road that was, I think it was still in County Fermanagh, and yeah, it was just I really liked Fermanagh actually. It was very beautiful. So, yeah, lots of beautiful sort of lochs and so forth. So, yeah. Very interesting to go to, and yeah, quite liked Enniskillen as well actually. That was a nice place, so as was Sligo. So travel's good for the soul, as they say, isn't it? That's the bottom line. So wherever you find yourself in this world, travel is good for you. So yeah, it was nice to sort of see places that you don't often sort of, well, you're certainly never going to hear of them, shall we say, in all of the travel guides that you can pick up. So it was oh, here we go. It's very nice looking, and saying so many control. It is a beautiful system, isn't it? It's just literally the cutest thing in the world. Okay, I need to get inside this dude and die, because that's the best thing to do. Is it the ball that's the bad fit? Oh, maybe it's the red bit. I guess it's the red bit, isn't it? That's the bit that you want to get. I seem to die straight away there. Maybe the red ones are bad? I didn't think they were, but... No, didn't... But yeah, it's a beautiful system. That's why I don't understand why they need a PCEngine Mini and TurboGrafx Mini, because look at the size of the PCEngine. I mean, without that little...
I couldn't find any matching places.
Siri, go away! Seriously! I've got this, unless you tuned in earlier on, I've got this thing with Siri where it seems to think I'm talking to it when I'm doing these streams. I obviously say something that sounds like, hey Siri. No, go away Siri. Bye bye Siri, go away. I'm not sure you understand. I'm not sure I understand either. I have to say my surprise place... Oh man, game over. Go away Siri. Okay. Yeah, this almost certainly is a follow-up to Blazing Lasers, isn't it? So... Oh, I seem to be shooting the power-ups that I'm obtaining, so that's always a good strategy, isn't it? Oh, okay. So maybe red is bad. Seems to always happen, doesn't it? So... I didn't think it would be, because usually those enemy patterns at the start of games are usually to allow you to get powered up a little bit, so... Usually, anyway. Maybe I'm... Ooh... Yeah, the surprise place that I visited last year was the Isle of Man. That place I really enjoyed, so... Beautiful, beautiful place. Let's just try the theory that collecting these red guys... Oh, no, it's not messing me up, is it? That seems like a fairly sweet spot to get those guys, doesn't it? Oh, there we go. Okay, don't think I need any more weapons now. Oh, there's another blue thing there. Yeah. Is that an extra life I just got? I could do with that, I'd say. Okay. I won't get the yellow weapon because that would just destroy all the power-ups that I've got. So, oh, I've got a green one now. Damn. Didn't want that, really. Oh man, just crashed straight into these bullets. I think the very best... Oh, game over. How did I want to... Maybe they look like power-ups, but they're actually the enemy, I guess. I think that's probably what it is, isn't it? So, let's give this one more go, and then we're going to try another game, which I had on the list to try out, so... But yeah, I'm seriously going to have to sink some time into these shmups, so get the skills up to some form of par, I guess. I like the blue weapon. That's good. Let's get these. I'm guessing that's missiles DM, isn't it? So, makes sense. Oh, that was terrible gameplay there. The yellow one's the flame, okay. Don't think I'm doing very well at the minute, to be honest with you. Where am I? There I am. Getting a little bit snowblind to actually where I am in the game. Let's try and wipe out as much as possible. Oh, I got to the end bit again, so it does look... That's the thing, I hate to say it because you guys know how much I love the Amiga as the next person, but you know, this came out in 1987. This system, this game, I think is man, it's got me. Came out a little bit later, probably about 1990 maybe. I know Xenon 2 came out in 89, wasn't it? But I never really rated Xenon 2 apart from the music. Wasn't it Bomb the Bass or something, wasn't it? I never really rated Xenon 2 personally. I always prefer Hybris on the Amiga, if we're going to be talking about shmups. But basically, you know, I know this has an 8-bit CPU, but my word, does it run smooth. And obviously Banshee's brilliant, I mean, that's smooth as you like. You've got Swiv, you've got other games as well, haven't you? But yeah, it does open your eyes, doesn't it? Oh, don't get me. I've got a really rubbish weapon right now. At least it's not one-hit deaths in this game, otherwise you really would be dead. Well, I would be really dead. You wouldn't. You played us so much better than I would, so... Oh, those guys are going to get me. Yeah. Yeah, well, the original Xenon really was a bit of a pig, wasn't it? So, whoops. That's just because it was basically designed for the ST, wasn't it? So... Ah! There's obviously a one-hit death thing there, isn't there? So... Gonna put the hours into these games. we go. That's a bit better. It's looking a little bit more better, a little bit more under control now. But yeah, as a kid, I would have hated playing on games like this because they require such patience to sort of master and all that kind of thing. Whereas these days, they are generally my favourite genre. Even though I'm not particularly good at this particular one by the looks of it, so just need to get some practice in, really, don't I? I think. Where am I? That's the only thing I would say, is that sometimes your ship just merges into the background and next thing you know you're dead. Agony and Apidia for you. Yeah, you're right there actually, walking the cow. There was playing some Apidia on live stream actually on Friday. I love Apidia on Amiga. It's one of my favourite shooters on Amiga. Agony was good, but I think as yeah, Error 42 says the sprites are quite big on Apidia. Sorry, not Apidia. Oh man, I'm dead. On Agony, and also they blended into the background just a little bit too much for me. But yeah, I love Apidia. Apidia is hard, but it's a really good game. Put the hours in, it's worth it. So, right. So another little game that I found out about was let's just reboot. Hopefully, I've not switched on the. I need to turn off that option to play the last booted game, don't I? Right, back to the Mac. Back to Mac. Let's just sort this out. I will get the hang of this. But I think what it is that earlier on I was fiddling about and I pressed all the wrong options. Definitely in the wrong order, so... Yeah, the atmosphere and the music was awesome in Agony, wasn't it? Walking the Cow. I also love the tongue-in-cheek nature of Apidia. It's a bit like the start of Banshee. It's just complete nonsense, isn't it? So let's just leave that there. Okay. So yeah, it's all good. But yeah, there was some brilliant shmups in me. I'm not trying to knock the Amiga at all, because obviously, as you well know, I think it's awesome. But so is the PCEngine, as is the Mega Drive, and so is the Super Nintendo and the basic NES, so they're all awesome. So basically anything with games is good, isn't it? So right, okay, now hopefully let's get this thing reconfigured so it doesn't boot into the wrong thing every time. Yeah, if you didn't transform into a bee, you could stop all the enemy bugs. Isn't that right, Phil? Absolutely. So it's nice that even if a game isn't quite right, there are aspects of it still be appreciated. I totally agree. You know, nothing's perfect, is it? But not only that, it's... oh, hang on, I was going to change these options, wasn't I? Let's do that. Oh, no. There we go. And then let's go back. Right, I hope that does the trick. So I've got this new one, which is Hanataka. Sorry, Hanataka. Let's get this right. Which I think came out about 91 or so. Let's have a look. There it is. Which I think is quite cute. So got this beautiful intro. Loving the pixel art in this system. So vibrant. See, this is the stuff I want to recreate in Dulux Paint using Amiga animations. Taito, 91, there you go. Hanataka Daka. Okay, so let's Let's start. There we go. Yeah, Shadow of the Beast is like that. Yeah, I totally agree. So yes, it's another sort of cute 'em up shmup sort of thing. So, but you know, this might be a bit more my pace this evening. Who knows? But it seems like the power up in this game is that you get bigger, which seems like the opposite thing that you'd want in a shmup. But there you go. I love you. Take the bento box or whatever it is. Oh. Oh, got double weapons now, that's nice. Liking the music in this game as well. So yes, cute 'em up, this definitely fits that bill, doesn't it? So there are a number of really good cute 'em ups on the PC Engine. So you've got things like obviously Fantasy Zone. There's Cotton. What else have we got on here? Obviously there's Parodius. But yeah, it's just chock full of cute 'em up goodness, basically. Ooh, getting some nice weapon upgrades here. What I like about Hana Takadaka is that it seems to be allowing you to sort of choose multiple paths through the level, not just the one path. Don't think I can get through there. Yay, free. Is that a Tanuki? Or is that? I think that's the adversary in this game, isn't it? It's the Tanuki. Raccoon, I suppose they look like, isn't it? But Tanukis are actually separate species, aren't they? So they're not raccoons. They just look like raccoons. A bit like in Pocky and Rocky, isn't it? Rocky's a Tanuki. Ah, don't want to die. Have I played Rondo of Blood? Well, that was one of the main reasons I really wanted to get a hold of a PC Engine Pixels. Basically, I seem to always end up getting stuck by that bit, don't I? Yeah, I don't want to just do this on one of these casual game flip through streams, because that to me is going to be the real treat of the PC Engine. Actually, I didn't want to get too hung up on. This is quite hard, this bit. Oh dear. Oh, thank you very much, Tanuki-san. But basically, yes, it's oh, did I just click? Oh no, I didn't click end. That's one of the games that I really want to sort of savour on the PC Engine, shall we say, Dracorex Rondo of Blood, because you know me, I love myself some Castlevania. So at least when it's not on the Amiga or C64. When it's on either of the, well, the C64 version was passable, but that Amiga version was hopeless, wasn't it? So sadly, I wish it wasn't. Ah, man. Seem to be very small now, so I guess my energy is really low. Looks like it. So basically the last drop of life is in me. I see your hammer. But yeah, the music in this game is quite cool, isn't it? So very simple, but I'm enjoying it. Oh. I keep on looking at those little hampers and it does make me really think of... let's go a different way this time. It does really make me think of Pocky and Rocky. Oh! Ah, no! Bit of a James Bond 2 vibe in the graphics. I suppose I can see that just a little bit. But yeah, it's a very, very cutesy style, isn't it? So that's it. Let's get those to fall down a bit. Let's get rid of these chicken mole things. They look like chicken moles. got some nice little defense item there. Oh, I see. Okay, that's cool. So, got a bit Gradius there with holding the attack button down for a super shot, so. But yeah, these branching paths are quite nice, aren't they? So. It's pretty cool. Oh! Gone small again. That means I'm on my last. Oh man! Yeah, exactly, Pixels, you know that, so. Shadow, yeah, Project X is another toughie as well, but the music in that game. Never really. Project X I quite enjoy, but it's not my favourite shooter by any stretch of the imagination. I probably enjoy it more for the music, to be fair, so. I was thinking of playing some Parodius tonight as well, but might be a bit shmup heavy, isn't it? So. Let's take all these extra items that we can get, so. Ooh, that's some nice power-up business there, isn't it? Liking that, so that's good. Let's get the miner chap. Oh. Oh, back to my normal weapon, I think, now. You can't cast a net at me. Sorry. That's my terrible sense of humour at play again there, isn't it? So. Oh man. Yeah, I'm loving the fluidity of the system. It's just brilliant, isn't it? So. Seems like we got to the Tanuki or whatever the boss is. A little bit. Oh, there's another damn butterfly. That's. If that's not a Pidgey inspired, I don't know what is. Maybe that's where they got the idea from. Oh no! Yeah, hey Just 80, hope you're well. PCEngine is definitely fun, so. Amazingly fun, so. Yeah, that Alistair Brimble theme tune is awesome, isn't it? Walking a Cow, so. Yeah, the core graphics is brilliant. Just 80. I mean, obviously you've got the composite out. I've got the original PCEngine here with the. I don't know if I can quite get it in view of the camera, but. Basically, I've got the. SD System 3, isn't it? It's called, so. Which is really good. So. Let's give this one one more go, and then we will search out something else. I was thinking maybe Parodius, because I do enjoy that, so I think it's Parodius Star that I've got on here, so. Which I've been meaning to stream from the PlayStation 1 for some time, actually. Oh, man. For some time, so. Hey, Dave, how you doing? Hope you're doing well, so. Have I thought about streaming from the sofa? Yeah, I do want to, actually, Dave. I don't really want to be sat in this seat the whole time I'm doing these streams. Because usually when I play games I do sit on the sofa, but all the wiring is so hard to get to reach. So, yeah, I've got to make use of the new sofa now, so. Because I tell you what, it is comfy. It is so comfy. Which is really nice. I've been waiting for that sofa to arrive for about 2 months, so. Anyway, I hope you're doing well, everybody. So I hope you're enjoying the stream. Obviously, if you do get a chance to... Oh! That was a little trap, wasn't it? If you do get a chance to hit a little like button if you've enjoyed what you've seen this evening, it's always appreciated, so... I know sometimes my gaming streams are a little bit all over the place, but I like to think we have fun, so... But of course, obviously, this is a new system to me, so I'm just kind of playing everything I've heard about all very quickly and without much order, but there are some things like Rondo of Blood, like I say, that I would never start on a stream like this. That one I want to savour and enjoy, so yeah, let's not get you. I get the feeling that only pain will follow, or should I say pain, because it looked like a loaf of bread, didn't it, underneath that little cloche. I'll get me coat. So let's get a hammer time. Let's get the big power up. Shoot the bricks. Obviously I've got no water fire on this system, so it's I quite like this route through the level. I just feel like there's more to be discovered through this way. Obviously not got that screen clearing ability yet, so but the good thing is that obviously this controller is actually really comfortable. It's like somebody came up with a comfortable version of the NES controller, which is really nice actually, because it's got nice rounded corners on it, so it's actually really comfortable to use. I can see how those branching paths can catch you out if you're not careful actually, so let's not go into the red gloop, because that might be bad news for us. There seem to be tanukis hidden in literally every enemy, doesn't there? So, oh, let's get the bread, or whatever it is, the croissant. Oh, I seem to have lost all my power-ups again. You can't get me. Ah, let me get the... No, okay, maybe not. Ah, man. Yeah, the PCEngine stroke TurboGrafx Mini, some Konami sounds really interesting, doesn't it? Yeah, totally. So, I totally agree, Joss 80. So, there is indeed a parodious game. I think we'll play a bit of that now, actually. So, just get a few joystick extensions. Well, this is the thing with the PCEngine. I don't know how this will come out. So, let's go full screen just a moment again. The PCEngine game controller looks almost like an S-Video connector. Let's just go full screen. So I don't know how well this is going to come out on the video, or the webcam rather. It doesn't really focus, does it, my webcam? But basically you can see it almost looks, well, it's basically a mini DIN plug, isn't it? So yeah, extension lead for that would be good. But the PlayStation controllers are long enough, and so is the SNES controllers, but the PCEngine and the NES Mini controllers are really short, so... Giant magnifier like the Game Boy used to have, you know it, Phil. Yeah, that would be a good idea. So just sit there like... So, yeah. Is that chair comfortable? It is a comfortable chair, don't get me wrong, but I would like to sit on that chair over there. I want to be over there, you know? So one day we'll do that, so it'd be much more comfortable than me sat here like this. But this chair is comfortable. I just want to sit in something else sometimes, so... Sponsored chairs, I don't think I'm nearly enough well known to have a sponsored chair. If anybody sponsored my chair, it would be Del Boy, Trotters Independent Traders. That would be who would be sponsoring my chair. So these fixed speed scrollers really stress. Yeah, they are a bit, aren't they? So yeah, the traditional Japanese gold coins. Ah, okay, but they do look a bit baguettes. Thank you. Let's go. That's really interesting. Thank you. So. Yeah, some of the 8-bit machines had mini-DIN on Commodore machines like the Plus 4. Exactly right, Phil. You're exactly right there. I don't know that the C16 did, but the Plus 4 definitely has those controllers. So let's just go back here. Let's just do a little bit of Parodius. Was that... There was Operation Wolf. I did wonder if I saw Operation Wolf there. Parodius, there we go. Parodius Star. And speak of the devil, there's Konami. Okay, one player. We'll go for... I usually go for the octopus. Call me a glutton for punishment, so... I will go for auto power-ups, I think, so keep it simple. Let's make it... No, let's leave it on normal. That'd be cheating, wouldn't it, to make it easy? I just wanted to get a bit further in the game, but... I'm usually not... Usually with Parodius, you've got infinite continues, really, haven't you? So... Let's get these guys. But yeah, this is one of my favourite games on the PS1 when they brought out the Parodius Deluxe pack. And yeah, I really enjoy it on the PS1, so... But as a Gradius sort of spoof, this is brilliant, isn't it? So... This was back when Konami was worth a damn, huh? I'm getting a little bit more powered up now. Not much, but a little bit. You'll like it. Not a lot, but you'll like it. Let's get the penguin, because they can be a pain. Not quite as colourful as the PlayStation version, it has to be said, but still rather good. Oh, there's a power up there that I've missed. Still rather good. Ah, man. Lost all my power-ups. Sad times. No, I've got my little speed up there. That's cool. There we go. Get the penguin. There's killer whales there. Except I'm the one doing the killing. That doesn't seem really fair, does it, really? But yeah, the pace soon picks up, doesn't it? So... But I'd still say that Parodius is a fairly nice shmup for those who just want to have a bit of a good time and not feel like they're being completely blown out of the sky, so... Maybe that's why I enjoy it. But yeah, this is actually quite a good version of Parodius. Oops. Yeah, I love the design of the Plus 4 as well. It's actually quite good, isn't it? It's just a shame that so much of the software written for it wasn't optimised for it, and it has no hardware sprites, does it, the Plus 4? So, and of course no SID. So... Yes, Commodore. What a confusing company, huh? It seems as if for every good system they had about 5 duffers at that time, didn't they? So. Have we got to the boss with the cat? The cat boat thing? Yeah, I think we have. Cat boat. Yeah. Meow, meow, meow. Okay, that's the first. Meowing on stream. Because, you know, there's always time for a little bit of mewing on stream, isn't there? So, looking a bit bedraggled now, mate. But at least in this game, you've got half a chance of actually ignoring, or not ignoring, but avoiding the projectiles. So, going to head into the water shortly, aren't we? Oh, there we go. I forget this enemy's pattern actually, so There we go. Yay! Waiting for the dancing woman, indeed. Yeah, that's great, isn't it? So, but there are so many good games. You're so right. This is why I had to get hold of a PC Engine at some point. It was just, it's like somebody said, so here's all the things that you really liked about gaming back in the day, and they're all here together. The one thing that obviously I do believe there's a version of Populous to the PC Engine, although I've not tried it, but obviously if we're talking retro gaming systems, that's where something where the Amiga is still really good, isn't it, for those PC style games like Civilization and Populous and Settlers and stuff like that. But for sort of like arcade gameplay, I struggle to think of a system that I like more. I mean, obviously the Super Nintendo is up there because it's got all of the JRPGs and stuff, but it's something special. Ah, it got me. Can lady. Yeah, she is the can lady, isn't she? Walking a cow. Oh no, I'm back to just one little pea shooter. But yeah, I just loved how they took the Mickey out of their own franchise. That was close. Their own franchise. Okay, this could be quite hard with this current system of power-ups that I have. That was better. Let's get that. That's useful. Ooh, 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 ooh. But yeah, what's not to like about the PC Engine? Okay, somehow managed to escape an untimely demise there. I don't know how. Yeah. Had to get me sometime. Game over. Aww. Well, we've beat the first boss, I guess, so... Yeah, of course we want to continue. 2 credits. Oh, we'll go for the Vic Viper then, shall we? There we go. Yeah, we'll go for auto power-ups again, so... Stick to normal. Yeah, you'll have whatever the designers of this game were taking, Phil. Me too, so... Definitely. Whatever these designers were taking, they had a beautiful mind, that's all I can say, so... Oh man, that was bad. That's a bad decision. But yeah, whatever these guys were taking... Oh man, just literally straight away. Come on. We can do this. See, this is why I like my octopus, you see? None of this Vic Viper rubbish. Just keep moving through. Okay, bees be gone. Please be gone. Bees be gone. Oh, game over again straight away. Alright. Yeah, we're going to continue. Yay! Let's go for Twin Bee. One of my favourite games on the SNES when I had it. So, Pop and Twin Bee. So yeah, basically I usually go for the octopus or Twin Bees though. There we go, we've got the various, got a little power up there to just get rid of these guys. I seem to think that one of those phrases actually says, your breath smells of garlic. There we go. There you go. Oh, wow, 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 wow. That was some nifty, Right, okay. Who we got now? Oh, got my boxing glove or punching glove. Oh, here she is. Here's the can lady. So you thought it was a pig? That's funny. Error 42. Here she is. Here's the can lady. Now this takes a little bit of timing, doesn't it? Ah, too soon. Yeah, I know. Right. See if we can do it this time. So. Whew. Come on, let's be having you. That's it. Ah, she got me. Everyone's a fruit and nutcase. Yeah, totally. Have you not seen this before, Phil? Parodius is brilliant. So, yeah, what is this game? Oh, I haven't got my boxing glove. This is what makes Parodius such a legendary game. Basically, if you think of Gradius and then imagine that's... Ah, man. Need to get back down to the bottom there, so... Game over. No! I want to continue. Can I be the penguin in this game? Can I be a penguin? Pentaru, there he is. So, let's be Pentaru. So, we'll basically play till I die here, and then we'll find something else to play, and that'll be the last game after this one, so... This is a little bit disturbing. Well, you know, in for a penny, in for a pound. I feel like I have... Oh, damn, went down too far. Jeez. It's good though, it's a good kind of disturbing, I think you'll agree. Right, okay. Ah, too far back again. Oh, man. Like Coach on the paper plane, but he's not in this one. Yeah, absolutely. So, not seen this weird game, have you, Dave? I was wondering what that was going to be. This is, yeah, Parodius. It did come out over here on the PS1, but it's super. Ah, man, just can't get the timing right, can I? Ah, right. One more. No, let's look. No. Oh, one more go. I don't know. One more go. What's the time? No, let's finish off on something else. So because otherwise, time's gonna get on, and but yeah, that's Parodius. It's brilliant. So it did come out on the PS1 in the UK or in the PAL region, but oh, there you go. Let's go for Rainbow Islands again. So here we go. Let's continue from Combat World 2. So what's special? I don't actually know, to be honest with you. Actually, Dave, I don't know what special constitutes on Parodius. We shall find out another day. It's not on the PS1 version, let's put it that way. So, but basically, the Japanese release of Parodius is the one that I have for the PS1 because the PAL release is super expensive. So, and yet it's virtually the self-same game as it was released in Japan. So, but at least we got it over here. So, unlike in North America where they thought 2D games are for wimps. So, yes, that's something good. Ah, I don't want to go there. Oh, that almost ended badly. So So those of you who weren't here last night will think, wow, this is quite a good version of Rainbow Islands, and you'd be right. It's a damn fine version of Rainbow Islands, so... What's this game called? Yeah, I don't know actually. Something like the grey cloud over the fat man or something like that. I don't know. Oh, you can't keep me away from Rainbow Island, so... I love it too much. Particularly the version as nice as this is, so... Yes, I am an Amigan, Dave, despite all appearances. But I'm also a PCEngine. I mean, the thing is that when I was younger, obviously the Amiga was obviously the system I had. And then the SNES and eventually PlayStation and stuff. But, yeah, of course, my first love's always going to be the Amiga. Nobody forgets their first love, do they? Do with that one. But, yeah. We'll follow the chat in a minute, guys. I'm just aware that... my number is almost up. Man. So I got the one up as I died. That is some beautiful, so. Are there any good resellers in? Let me just pause a moment. So. There is a version Japan only with the SNES where the guys shouting the whole time in Japanese. Okay, well, you're probably not going to find that with me, to be honest with you. Multicoloured small landmass, Phil says. That's very good. Much better than my one. So, Jost 80, any good reseller inside you sells PCEngine? I'm not that I'm aware, to be honest with you, Jost 80. This is something that Tim, the Future is 8-bit, helped me obtain with the help of Gary Pinkett. But they do appear quite often on eBay, so, and for not overly bad prices, to be fair. So the thing that's expensive is the Super SD System 3 that I've got, which allows you to obviously play games that are obtained in digital format, shall we say. It's a super flexible piece of kit because it allows you to play the PCEngine CD-ROM games as well. So, believe it or not, Rainbow Islands was a CD-ROM only game for the PCEngine. So, yeah, it's a super cool bit of kit. So, overall, the whole rig has probably cost me, I guess, with the Super SD System 3. Could have done with that red pot. About £300, so virtually €300, I guess. Which is quite a bit of money, but knowing how much fun I'm going to get out of this system, it seemed eminently worth it, so... Fruit Boy, that's a good one, so... That Amiga was referred to it, well indeed it was. Ah! Yeah, that's absolutely right, Walking a Cow. Don't worry about subs, just do what you enjoy. At the end of the day, if you feel under duress to create content just so that you can get follows, then really are you doing what you're interested in? At least that's the way I look at it, so... Otherwise it's just, I don't know, seems to take the fun out of it. I mean, I don't know what got you first started doing your channel, Walking the Cow, but I'm sure it wasn't just for subscribers. I'm sure it's to be able to share what you're passionate about, so... I certainly know that's what got me started with doing what I'm doing, so... And despite the appearances, it was... Oh, I see. So, yeah, anything outside of the EU collects tax and handling. Well, it's the same everywhere, isn't it? Just 18. It does add a lot to the price, though, once you factor in VAT. And then you've got customs as well. I don't know what it's like in Sweden. I don't know whether this is the same everywhere, but over here, the case is that if something's... I think it's £130 or so. Oh, no, it doesn't attract customs duty, but it does attract VAT if it's over about £15 roughly. But anything over 130 attracts both VAT and customs duties. At least I think that's what it is. But you can generally pick up a PCEngine for roughly about £100, about €100 for a working but slightly rough example. But the downside of the standard PCEngine, which is one I've got, is that unless you've got the Super SD system, which I've got, it only outputs to RF, so... But yeah, this version of Rainbow Islands is just awesome, it really is. Everything that I wanted from Rainbow Islands, so... I have no doubt that if the Amiga version wasn't really an ST port, it could have been just as nice as this, so... I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the Amiga version of this. Heaven knows I've played enough of it over the years. Oh, that's unfair. He started to make videos to send to friends who did request a last now. Just want to record every Amiga game I own and be happy in the end. That's exactly what it's about, walking the cow. I just do it because I enjoy it, you know. And everybody's aims are different, aren't they? I mean, there's nothing wrong if you want to really make it with YouTube or try to. I think that's all good. Here comes the helicopter dude with his bombs that are slightly in different positions. That wasn't good, was it? So... Right, come on. Let's be having you. Literally no time to get that wrong, so... You're out of there, helicopter man. I think that was a bit of pretty good gameplay myself. I feel that I've acquitted myself, so yay! You think the Amiga version's a bit better than this? Well, that's all good, Phil, actually. I love it, so... Hey, Craig, how you doing? So... I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm probably always going to end up playing the Amiga version more. The Happy Carefree Bomber. Yes, that's what this game's called. That's right, so... But yeah, this plays a little bit faster as well, which is the other thing you have to get quite used to. But that's probably more to do with the 60 Hz versus 50 Hz sort of thing, isn't it? So... Let's get this. But yeah, the sound reminds me very much of the good old MIDI version. I think that's also one of the reasons I really like it, so... Facing the wrong way, Bubsy. Oh. Ah, that star's quite helpful if I can get to it in time. There we go. Nice one. The one thing I will say is that you just have slightly more ability to jump in midair in this version, or change directions in midair, which you didn't often find was possible with the... There we go. Yeah, I have it on the C64 as well, Walking a Cow. I love it on the C64, it's still such a great game. Budgie the Belligerent Helicopter, absolutely. So let's pause the moment. Love summer over the rainbow in the background. You'll relieve me of the PCEngine when you're finished with it, Craig. I don't blame you. So it's pretty nice, isn't it? So who wouldn't like a PCEngine? I was reading something somewhere that basically, isn't it funny how the PCEngine is now more popular in the West than it ever was when it was actually on sale. Oh, I hate those guys that shoot the fireballs. Not the guys with the lightning bolts, I can deal with them. It's the little little dudes with their fireballs, like that one just in the top left there. Like so. Amazing how he's missed every platform as you're falling. Absolutely right, isn't it, Phil? So, totally right, so. I'm glad it's not just me that gets that, so. Right, we'll give this one more go. Oh, I'm in 5th place. Well, that makes me feel really happy. Particularly as the first place just got to round 1 and got 1,000,000 points. So, make what you will of that, so. FM Towns Marty are right high up on your console wishlist, Craig. Wow. I don't know much about the FM Towns Marty. I think I've pretty much got every console I could wish for at least the next 5 minutes, so. So hopefully that remains the case. Isn't the FM Towns Marty the one that people say picked the CD32 to the first home's 32-bit CD console moniker? Is that the one? I forget now. Ooh. Handy yellow diamond. It's a little bit hard to get in this stage at times. There we go. Ooh. And then spoke too soon because there's 2. Amazingly, this was a CD-only game for the PCEngine, which is quite surprising, isn't it? I just guess it was all those 3D first-person shooter stages that they added to it, so... Obviously, I'm joking, there are no 3D first-person shooter stages in this. Getting the hang of my 2-button controls again, really, so. There's an FM Towns Marty at Revive as well. Cool, so. Yeah, Lionheart is awesome, isn't it, Bartbit? I love that, so. I'm just going to catch up in a minute on the chat, guys. Hey, I got a 1-up. I'm well aware that I've not been reading every bit that you've sent, so, but I've kind of got a little bit drawn into this, so I will be with you in just a minute. Let's just pause there and catch up. So, oh, you hadn't heard of it until Play Expo last year. I had been aware of it for some while, actually, Craig. Yeah, pixels, you know that. Basically, climb the entire height and you fall down at the end. Yeah, Just80 says PCEngine, PCFX, and the X68000 would be nice to have. Sharp X68000 at a pinch, I wouldn't say no to, but the PCEngine has a fair few of the games that I would otherwise have the X68000 for, like Cotton. One that Quang took to Blackpool. Oh, okay, awesome. Wasn't that from 7 till absolutely drunk? That's the best way, Craig. Best way, so. Ah. Try not to die at this stage again, because I think this is where I came a cropper last time. Yeah, I got another one up. And you are history. Sorry, I did promise that I wouldn't sing. It's part of my bail conditions. I'm not on bail. Let's just hoover up a load of power. Ah, man, no. Badly timed, got greedy. Yes, I think there was a FM Towns Marty at last year's Play Blackpool in October, wasn't there? I'm pretty sure I saw one there, so I think that's the first one I've ever seen in the flesh as well, actually, to be fair. Oh, this could be dodgy. Keep going. Ah, man. Just knew that. Fireworks? Oh my gosh, that is a bit silly. At this time of night. Oh, man. Okay. Right. Don't want to pause. Go. Well, it's not me, Pixels, I'll say that much. As much as I'm... Ah, no, not again! No, don't pause. Go. I'm just hammering all the buttons, so... There you go. That sorted you out. Whoops. Don't want to fall down there. I've just literally lost 4 lives to nothing, haven't I? I like the fact that in this version it does appear that the lightning bolts are just a little bit easier to jump over, so that those pink dudes, the pink vampires, shoot out, so... Uh-oh, don't fall down. Oh, I'm so dead. I'm so dead. No, I'm not dead. Breathe. Don't breathe. Oh. Right, let's get you, because you're a pain. Just get up there. There you go, so. This lady can't multitask. Why are the arrows pointed at you, Dave? Am I over there? There's one thing for sure, that this streaming like isn't as easy as it looks when it comes to play. Well, I'm sure there are actually people who are really awesome at it who are just... Oh, God. Who can just somehow miraculously do it, but reading your phone whilst trying to play Rainbow Islands is interesting, shall we say, so... Doesn't stop me enjoying it though, so... You can't get me. Oh man, you might get me then. I want my edamame. Yay, I got my edamame. Get the little ghoul. Oh, I had my button pointed in the right direction. Yeah, multitasking is overrated. Instead of doing one thing well, it's just doing lots of things badly. Sometimes I do definitely agree with that, Error 42. Yeah, Crank had a good layout, did he? Awesome stuff. So, well, it's just gone 10:30, and I think that's going to be the last game of the evening. So, yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and you know, that you've enjoyed the games, if not the gameplay at times. It's always fun to share it. So yeah, the music sometimes gets a bit repetitive, doesn't it, Bart? So yeah, it's sometimes get a little bit repetitive, but I don't know. There's a bit of me that just really always loves it. So, well, not a bit of me. I just love it. Full stop, basically. So, yeah. So yeah, so it's been really good to have you guys here tonight. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, obviously it's always lovely if you're able to leave me a little like, just to boost the streams and all the rest of it. And I just hope that the gameplay wasn't too insufferable. I hope to explore a lot more the PCEngine library, obviously, over the coming months and, well, years, quite frankly. We will be doing a more longer playthrough on a game on the streams once I finish Chrono Trigger Tuesdays, which, talking of which, will be here again tomorrow. I know we skipped last week, but I was busy at a friend, you know, sort of having fun with friends last Tuesday. So Chrono Trigger Tuesday will be back tomorrow at 8:30 BST at 7:30 PM PST. PST? That's Pacific Standard Time. UTC, that's what I wanted to say. My God, I'm not staying up that late. Yeah, it's been really great to have you. So I hope you've enjoyed it. And thank you so much, Pixels at Dawn, Bartbit, Walking the Cow, Phil, Dave, Error 42, Craig. There's loads of others of you who have been in the chat. So thank you so much for joining me, Stephen. Thank you so much for the lovely chat. Merci beaucoup, Phil. J'espère que vous avez un bon soir avec les jeux de vidéo. Anyway, enough French. But with my terribly dodgy French accent at that as well. So anyway, so no worries, Craig. It's been a pleasure, and I just hope you all have a lovely evening. And yeah, maybe see you tomorrow for the Chrono Trigger Tuesday. But if not, there will be a Pixel Art stream on Thursday night as well, and that'll be the last you see of me for about a week, because I'm then away on my travels. So maybe even a fortnight. So make the most of it, folks, because you're going to get some rest from me for a little while. So have a great evening. Hope you have a great day tomorrow. And I guess that all remains for you to say is, oh, thank you, DB. Oh, Yasumi. Gomenasai, DB. Thank you. And, yeah. Mataraishu, I believe is what you would say. So, see you soon. Take care, folks. Thanks.